Hey Liz, so again, I want to attack this new phase of rehab, similar to what we did last time on the old hip. It's going to be more positional. If you're seated, you have a few moves you can do. If you're standing, you have a few moves you can do. And then if you do find yourself on the floor, there are a few moves that you can do. I think seated or standing is where the majority need to happen. I love the sit to stand transition. So really the best move that you could do on a regular basis right now is going to be the sit to stand. Again, staggered with left back, means the left's getting a little more work. I'd start, when your left is back, you can be a little lower. You could also down there have a little more resistance or weight. If you even up and go legs even, maybe a touch higher, maybe a little less weight, but I still like the idea of something to hold on to, or like we did with a straight bar, just a little cue to help keep the core on with overhead work, excuse me. And then let's start to sprinkle in a few where the right leg is back and it has to do a little more work. Again, that's going to be a little fewer and far between, but if you're feeling good, let's try to attack right leg staggered back. Again, seated, you can do any sort of marching, march in, march out. You can work a little bit on that hip roll. Do that seated as opposed to lying down. It's going to be a little more challenging. That would be good for both the left and the right leg. And then also in seated, you have any sort of arm work that you want to do. So mostly sit to stands, sprinkle in some arms, sprinkle in a little bit of hip mobility. That's really it for seated. When we're in a standing position, again, this is going to be kitchen counter, back of a couch, anything solid standing. You got a whole bunch you can walk through. You can fly through a handful of them, or you can focus on just one or two that are a little more tough. Typically, the order that I like is weight shift. Make sure you're fully shifting left to right. Mini squats. Again, we talked about on the way up, bring the glutes on. Mini squat, glutes, mini squat to glutes. You got your march. Again, that's going to help you with that weight shift. I don't care how high that march is, just that you're weight shifting comfortably. You can go a little bit of one leg out. You can go one leg behind. We did that little push on the wall. If you can mimic this, push against the wall, great way to activate the glutes. I like that better than a bridge for where we are currently. So pushing against something that's not going to move, relax, pushing again, great hamstring glute wake up right there. You can do both sides all you want. Also in this position, we know those calves are angry, so any sort of a calf stretch, heel to toe, be my guest. Finishing off, we didn't do it today, but as this week progresses, start to get into some one leg only on that right side. And then if you do find yourself, you want to do a floor session, I like quadruped. We did, again, kind of a full range of motion, front to back quadruped. You can get into a kneeling position and do, again, if you do any arm work in kneeling, that's a positive. You can get into that half kneel a little bit if you want and do some lunging, but I'm not too worried about that. The last position that I would think about would be stairs. Again, you're going to have to tackle stairs eventually. Right now, I'm not too worried about doing up and down big flights, but if you want to get on that bottom stair and do a little bit of step work, just like we did, just kind of work on reps with that right leg. Again, right leg only on those to get used to powering up the stairs, which definitely on Friday we'll tackle more. So again, so much review, so many options on your end. Do what's comfortable. Again, we're in a mobility, you're in a great spot. Strength, not bad. It's really about the glutes right now. And then just overall confidence, which I know will come here in the next couple of days. So we're in a good spot. On Friday, we'll do treadmill work. We'll do more floor work. We'll probably do flights of stairs. And then obviously any sort of stretching that we need to keep adding to it. So till then, take care.